Sega.
Alright, it's time to get this show started. This is going to be a very complicated and long process. Welcome to Sonic Adventure. We're going through the entire game, getting every single thing. This is not going to be a short thing by any means. This is going to be a very long playthrough.
Yeah.
Hey Kara, how you doing? Hope everyone had a good day. I'd say so.
I've been sick for the past 2 days, and I'm actually starting to feel better though today. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that is good to see. So, as a little bit of information here, I'm going to show more of my settings once we actually get past the intro cutscene, but I'm playing the PC version of this game, and in particular, we're playing with mods, simply for cosmetic stuff, but when we're playing through a majority of this, I'm going to be showing off the Dreamcast conversion mods, which basically turns the PC version into an HD Dreamcast port. Later on, when we get to a certain part of the game, I will swap over to the DX models and graphics, but for a good chunk of this is going to be Dreamcast graphics, because you don't really see many people actually play the Dreamcast version anymore, because the majority of versions now are DX graphics, which in some cases are better and worse. It kind of depends on where you're looking at in the game. Also, this intro is much more than the rest of the game, so yeah,
I know.
I guess that's something to go with.
Especially how bad the audio balancing is for this game already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a thing to say.
Yeah.
You know,
Although, again, with mods, that kind of gets fixed a little bit. I have some mods on here that kind of fix some of the sound issues. Yeah, like right there, that's already way louder. But also, right there, you can already see the title screen's different. This will be my first time really playing through the entirety of the game in a Dreamcast style, so it'll be very different. So, I already have a file pretty much made up for this, because I have a testing file on here I got, I guess, with one of my mod packages, which is a 100% file. So this was like something I just used for testing. I've never actually played more than like an hour of the PC version. I only have one achievement on here, and that's for getting Tails. So that shows how much I've really played this version. It's not much.
Yeah.
If I swap over to this screen here, you can see basically all my my settings I have for this. So as you can see, pretty much all my stuff is, a majority of it's just, hey, let's either fix some of the crap that the HD version did, like the HUD. The HUD's terrible in HD Sonic Adventure, so I actually have things to restore things like the button prompts, because that got screwed up somehow. But a majority of this stuff is just, here's some visual tweaks to make it the Dreamcast. As you can see, nothing here is going to be affecting gameplay, including if I go in the codes. The only thing I left on is whatever came on default, which is lighting fixes and Tornado 2 health bar restored, because that got bugged starting with, I think, GameCube? I think they screwed up the health bar for Sky Chase Act 2, starting with GameCube onwards. And this version also gives you true widescreen support. It's not like this weird, we'll just take everything and stretch it. It's actual widescreen.
Oh, thank God.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, exactly. So every HD version of Sonic Adventure is letterboxed, but this mod actually fixes that and gives it true widescreen support. So some cutscenes are going to look really weird because they weren't designed for widescreen in mind, so we're going to see some weird jank. But I'm looking forward to this weird jank. Also, hey Celtics, how you doing?
Hey Celtics.
Yeah, today is 2/2/2020, so a bunch of twos. It's a very interesting day.
Your day is so long and so blah. I'm sorry to hear that, Kira.
Yeah,
Today's
sorry
Nino
about
Day.
that.
Oh, it's Nino's birthday in the in-game. I can believe it for FE7 characters. I can't remember when their birthdays are. I don't remember characters very much as birthdays that much. We get to see the infamous cutscene.
Yeah. It's mainly just this one line.
Yeah.
And again, this is a Dreamcast model, so we'll get to see how weird the original models look.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's happening.
You really had to bring that up.
I
Yeah.
have to say, he says it.
What's up?
The Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure had that Kingdom Hearts 1 syndrome when you couldn't skip cutscenes. Did the original have that issue? I don't remember because I never played the original. My experience with this game has always been the GameCube version. It'll be hard to really say. Oh, another thing I should mention with this this mod pack in general, and not just the Dreamcast, any mod you apply with the mod loader fixes the terrible font they chose with the HD port of this game. With the Dreamcast and even the GameCube version, it had a pretty good font. It was easy to read, had a nice backdrop, it was just a good font. Then for some reason, when they ported this game using the HD version, their font was just super hard to read because it had no drop shadow, very thin letters. It was terrible.
Oh yeah.
So the mod kind of restores that, you know, good font that the original versions used.
This game was too childish, clearly. I mean, like I said before, I really don't think people. I mean, parents back in the days thought that a lot of things were childish, no matter what you did.
Oh,
So, that's because, you know, parents back then didn't understand what video games were, or how
they were too new back then.
Yeah. I'm sure when kids were playing sports when it was invented, it was deemed to a child thing, you know. Comic books were probably seen as too childish back when they were invented.
Yeah.
You know, movies were probably too. But, you know, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
We get to fight our first boss.
He's
Oh,
already
you already
dead.
fought him.
I was gonna say,
You-
like, I'm like, what
sorry.
happened?
I'm just a little bit delayed. I just now saw the cutscene. Oh, yeah, he's already dead. Never mind. My bad.
Now, one nice thing about the Dreamcast conversion is this one part right here. Just give it a second. There's a fence.
You know
I took that on GameCube.
fool. It's
It looked like Eggman could have been shoved off. Also, widescreen conversion, you can see that car sitting in black. That's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah. Did they fix Sonic's pupil on that one cutscene on the one that you're playing now?
So, apparently, the Dreamcast conversion mods, these aren't just, like, ripped from, like, an actual Dreamcast, I don't think. I think these, like, recreations. So, yeah, there may be, like, some weird quirks about the original models we may not see here. I know one example is there's a cutscene where Sonic's eye kind of works like a slot machine where it goes inside of his head and back out. That doesn't happen with this mod.
Now, what am I gonna do with you?
These are basically model swaps, but they're, I think, still coded with all, like, the motions that the PC version uses. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So we're going to be playing these levels a lot, so we're just going to be zipping through them, because I'm going to be here another 2 times with just Sonic.
Yeah, because probably the first thing he's going to do is just flat out beat the game.
Yeah. We're going to be playing through every single story, but as soon as we unlock last story, then Chaos is just going to be sitting there waiting for a couple hours, because we're going to be doing other things. I'm going to be ending this by getting our final emblem after we've done everything else, which includes the mission modes. So Chaos is going to be very lonely for a couple hours.
I will say something that just happened in my game right now I'm playing. I'm very unlucky. I'm very lucky and unlucky at the same time. My unit just got attacked by an enemy that could attack 4 times on him. He had a 17% chance to do a critical hit every time he attacked. He did it 3 times.
Ugh. That's pretty bad.
Granted, he was only doing 3 damage, so it ended up only doing 9 damage each time, but then my unit still lived, but I'm just like, that's just RNG just fucking with me at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just attack 4 times, critical hit 3 of those 4 times, that's 17% chance critical hit rate. Now, I've 100%ed this game. I've gotten all 130 emblems, but I have not done the mission mode that you're talking about.
Yeah, that'd be much later into this playthrough, but mission mode is a new thing they added to the DX version that adds in a whole bunch of extra content for you to do. To my knowledge, I don't think it unlocks anything. I think it was just tied to maybe some of the Game Gear games, but that's it. It's not required for emblem completion, so you can still unlock Metal Sonic, which is what you get for all 130 emblems. You can still unlock Metal Sonic in any DX version without doing mission mode at all.
If you listen closely to that music, it's the Eggman 1 boss move from 3D Blast. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bad Sonic fan. I have not played 3D Blast. I maybe played like 1 level, but that's about as far as I went.
Yeah, I've only played a handful of levels, so I don't remember much about 3D Blast.
I'm going to be honest, I played it and I was like, this game is awful.
Yeah, and also that's another thing to ask, which version of 3D Blast 2, because yeah, they did change up the music with like the Saturn version, but then the PC version went back to Genesis music, but it had the Saturn graphics, so each version, I swear, had something different. But yeah, the Genesis version in particular is what he's talking about, the Eggman 1 music.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I probably should go back and play it. I mean, I have the Genesis collection on multiple systems at this point. Oh gosh, that was great gamer, by the way.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna do a tiny bit of a sequence break, and I'm getting this right away. Simply because light speed charging in this game is abysmal without this bracelet. You want the crystal ring right away.
Yeah.
So getting this early just basically means the second we learn how to do light speed dash, I don't have to worry about like about 5 seconds charging time. I could just go.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be
Now, if I remember correctly from that Let's Play I did like 7 years ago, I think there is 1 emblem in each field. There's no more than 1.
Yeah.
So here's the first one.
There's first one. Yeah, that's another thing that this game had that the other Sonic games didn't, that had emblems, like things.
Yeah.
It didn't have field emblems in like SA2 because there was no hub world in SA2.
Well, yeah, they got rid of the hub world with that game.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest difference. So all the emblems in that were just tied to missions. Also, this is the last time he's canonically called Dr.Robotnik is with this game. And he just went with Eggman.
Well, yeah. Because it's so stupid because in Japan he's always called Eggman. And I saw something that irritated me the other day. I was watching a video that guy basically going over a bunch of stuff that happened in the Sonic movie, and I'm going to spoil something just a little bit. Granted, it's not a big spoiler. I'm not going to spoil the Sonic movie. I don't want anybody spoiling the Sonic movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute, spoiler, he likes Olive Garden.
Yeah. Lester hasn't seen it, and I'd rather keep that way because I know he wants to watch it.
Well, there's also some people who want to see it but aren't going to the theaters that follow these streams.
Yeah. They incorporate Eggman in the movie. I'll put it that way. They do incorporate Eggman in the movie. But I like the way they do it. But the problem is when I was watching this video, this guy was going over basically the histories of the things you didn't see, or like the things you might have missed in the movie, and blah, 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 blah. And he was basically saying, he was basically saying that, you know, Robotnik had 2 names all the time, and they always interchanged between the 2. I said, you don't know what in the heck you're talking about. I said, in Japan, he was always called Eggman. He was always called Eggman.
Yep.
And when they localized it, they changed his name to Robotnik. So that's why he has a dual identity.
Yeah. There was a hint of the original name back in Sonic 2 because in, what was it called? Sky Fortress? Sky Chase? I don't remember. I keep thinking episode 2 one for some reason. But the final zone basically had Eggman written on his plane.
Yeah.
Which was a hint to his original name before they got translated here.
Yeah, because it was
Wing Fortress. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Sonic 2.
Yeah.
It's funny, I played Sonic 4 Episode 2 more recent than actual Sonic 2.
How dare you, Lester?
I know, I can't call myself a true Sonic fan anymore.
That's actually kind of funny when you really think about it. Never mind.
Yeah, because to be fair, last time I played was episode 2 was in 2017 when I did that Let's Play on YouTube. And then last time I played probably Sonic 2 was years ago on the mobile version. Probably like 2016.
I'm gonna be right back, Lester. I gotta let my dog out.
Alright, that's fine. We'll probably beat like 2 zones when you're gone, knowing the paces is going. I mean, you guys see how fast we killed Eggman there? You blink and he's dead. To be fair, I can only do that in the Sonic fight. I don't think it'll be nearly as quick when we fight him as Tails.
No way, Tails.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Alright, let me see if I can get this emblem now, too. Could be a big jump to get to this. Barely made it, but there we go. Sonic's spin attack in this game is so broken. They nerfed it a bit for SA2, but it's still pretty broken on that. But in this game, you can get to so many areas you're not supposed to with Sonic. They mentioned Eggman the Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog in the one episode. See, I haven't seen Adventures of Sonic, but yeah, I did hear they referenced it at one point, which does make a lot of sense for them to do.
Are we in Windy Valley?
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? Well, this is called Windy Valley, right?
Yeah.
I can't ever remember the name. I get this confused with Lost World's first level.
Yeah, it's very similar sounding, which doesn't help.
Eggman's name makes cameo in Toy Story 1.
Did it?
What? Did it?
I didn't know it made a cameo in that movie. Kind of random.
I mean, I guess they were both made in the 90s. I guess it would make sense.
Ain't true. It's still... It feels a little weird, but it's like a nice nod to the Sonic series at that point.
Yeah, I guess so. Eggman. I would have figured that if it was Toy Story, it would have been Robotnik over an Eggman. They're
True.
referencing. Yeah, it's on a moving truck. Okay. Must have been something else then.
I always hated like this running down section in this level because it always pushes you to the left. A little weird.
I love using sequence breaks.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird sequence break right there. The loop kind of broke itself. Luckily, this game had like really forgiving death planes, so you can just kind of jump wherever and go. When we get to playing Tails, you'll see just how broken that is, because you can basically fly through the goal in most levels as Tails.
Yeah.
I did not care.
Yeah, not bad.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Alright, so now we're done here. We're going right back to Station Square. Man, this is super snappy. Because the last time I fully did a playthrough of this game was GameCube, which had... It was like, what, 10 to 15 seconds of loading times? Not too bad. This version is like a second and you're in.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. That's another reason why I decided to play on PC. Because it would give me the best of everything. Loading times, graphics, the mods. Just pretty much everything. Because if I chose another version, it would have just been flat out GameCube instead. I could have hooked up the Dreamcast for this, but 30-second loading times, it's kind of a pain to set up. The Dreamcast sounds like it's screaming at you when it's trying to load from the disc.
Now you've got light speed shoes.
You know, I have to say though, if I had like one of my favorite consoles, Dreamcast would be highly up there though. Dreamcast had a lot of fun games that I don't think people remember too much.
Yeah.
Like, of course, everybody remembers this game. Everybody remembers. Grandma
Well,
remembers.
yeah, the Sonic ones especially, but most people who play these grew up with the GameCube ports, so that really helped it.
But you know, it's just
Sonic, get through
one
the door,
thing.
please.
Toy Commander was one of them. But yeah, like I always loved this game. I like this game in particular, Sonic Adventure 2. You know, but there was also a lot of games that I have that I remember I very fondly playing. The best port of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is honestly the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, because it wasn't like a pretty accurate arcade.
Yeah, it
Port
was
at that
pretty
point?
accurate arcade port.
Yeah.
And excuse me, we're gonna be doing that a lot in the stream. I'm sorry, I'm still recovering from a cold.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But like Choo Choo Rocket, I have it's a puzzle game. I really love that game. The game is really good.
I want to play that. Like, I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah, Choo Choo Rocket's good. Space Channel 5, Sega Bass Pro Fishing, Crazy Taxi's a great game.
Jet Set Radio's another one.
Jet Set Radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you serious? Am I actually going to have more than 100 rings? I just want to fall off the table. I want to go to the sewers. It's so hard to go to the sewers. Should have put the Knight's Table.
What else is there? Like I said, I have Soul Calibur. The original Soul Calibur, I think, is the best version on the GameCube. Or not GameCube, but the Dreamcast.
Okay, why did I loop back around? Yeah, no, like Dreamcast had a lot of good conversions as well. It kind of sucked timing-wise. The system, it had a lot of competition, which really didn't help it.
Yeah.
The PS2 just kind of killed everything related to that system because it came out at a really bad time for Dreamcast's sake.
The only reason why the PS2 did as well as it did, because, you know, PS2 was a good console, had really good games at its launch, and it was a DVD player.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason right there. If it didn't have DVD functionality, it would have kind of did okay in comparison to how it is now. Like, it would have did slightly better than PS1 probably, and that would have been it.
Yeah.
I like how you looked at me and said all
Well,
that.
I didn't want to say that, because I know you love the PS2. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make it seem like I was being mean about it. PS2 was a really good console.
Hey, there we go, I failed.
It was honestly the weakest system out of all of them, though.
Oh yeah, it had some of the worst third-party ports, because the ports themselves did not run nearly as good on PS2. It was weaker hardware. So it made sense. Like, it was a system that had a lot of good exclusives. When it came to the third-party stuff, it was kind of hit and miss if it was better or worse on the system. But everyone made a version of their game for PS2 because it was the most popular system then. That's why we see pretty much a Switch version of every game nowadays, even though the Switch can barely run half of the games. So it's just the same reasons, money.
I mean, yeah, the PS2 was good. It had a really good launch. If I remember correctly, I think PS2 had the best launch of any video game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it had definitely the
Metal Gear
strongest
Solid
launch.
2, Metal Gear Solid 2, Final Fantasy X, all these other. I gotta go find the. I'm gonna go find the list. Now I think about it. There was a lot. Okay, maybe not all these games I just mentioned. I just remember them being very close to the launch
Yeah.
of PS2. Actually, looking at all the launch games, I said the only game I really liked on here was Tekken Tag Tournament. Now looking back at it,
Hey, I gotta take a shower real quick. I'm a little filthy after being in the sewers.
yeah.
I miss games that did this. Like, a lot of games nowadays don't have that kind of nice little extra charm if you go out of your way. That stuff is always just amusing.
Yeah. I beat Sons of Liberty with no memory card. Boy, did I regret that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long game without a memory card.
Except this time I only have the GameCube version. I think that's what a lot of people had.
Yeah.
I didn't get a Dreamcast until I was about 18 years old. And that was a while ago. Now looking back at it, oh
Yeah.
shoot.
I got mine, I
God.
believe, on the 20th anniversary because GameStop had like this really good deal on a used one. And the only game I own for it is not even a game. The only thing I own for the Dreamcast is the demo disc for Sonic Adventure 2 because it's technically a different build of the game. So if I ever wanted to show it off, I needed the actual disc. You can't burn those kind of discs. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because all the other games, if I want to just try them, you can just burn them. Because the Dreamcast had terrible pirate protection. They only started to fix this with later model Dreamcast, but by the time that happened, the Dreamcast was dead. So a majority of the Dreamcasts you're going to find out there can play pirated games easily. You just gotta burn it.
Man, what happened to that emerald we just had?
I remember, yeah, I remember my version of Sonic Adventure when I played as a kid
That means his too
was the
is
was the
always
GameCube
that's
version.
not
I
good.
played that.
Come on, Sonic,
Yep,
get
same.
busy.
Oh good, I had that mod on. I actually had to turn this on. So you can see Cream's a little glitchy. Turning on the Dreamcast stuff actually removes Cream for some reason, so there's an extra mod to turn her back on, but that didn't look smooth. Just putting that one out there, guys. Maybe an update.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Was Cream was added to the HD version?
No,
right?
Cream was added to DX, so starting with GameCube.
Okay.
Because by the time GameCube came out, that's when Sonic Advance 2 was a thing, and they introduced Cream with that.
Okay.
Because that was like, I think 2 years after Advance 2. Something like that. Oh, I'm going down. Get up there, Sonic. Trying to get up the slope is not easy. You don't have speed.
Now in the modern Sonic games, they don't even acknowledge the Chaos Emeralds anymore. Really?
Yeah, they just kind of exist. Like the last one I think that truly acknowledged it, gameplay-wise, was Generations.
Even if you're frozen, jump a couple of times and you should be
Oh,
able
this
to
stage
get
is
through.
this stage is free if you're playing Sonic. I'm gonna show how you can just skip everything. By doing that, though, the camera does not like you.
Well, of course this game hasn't aged well. It's aged like milk.
Oh yeah, that's why I recommend people play the PC version nowadays because the mods kind of fix some of that. But this game still kind of needs like a proper, like HD remake of some kind to fix a lot of its issues. Because this game, yeah, definitely has a lot of problems.
This game, it's
Like, look at that.
Mario's-
Every time I jump, there's a random camera shift. I'm gonna do this one more time, then we're climbing. The camera in this game was very herky-jerky. There you go. Okay, and then I just clipped to the floor. Yep, see? That's why this game has some weird quirks. That's good enough. That still actually was faster than running around this level. That's sad. There's another way to skip this section using Lightspeed Dash next to the jump panel. The Lightspeed Dash is kind of hit or miss on where it sends you, though, so I don't like doing that. I'd rather just do a spin dash jump.
snowboarding section. Worst camera they could ever choose for this.
Yeah. It's good when they flip it around, but it's still a little weird to control. Although the music here, though, rocking. You gotta like the soundtrack. One of the best in the whole series. Yeah, I like that hard rock combined with jazz. It's a combination you wouldn't think it would work, but here it is. Okay, I kind of got stuck to the wall there. That was interesting.
Says I do have 2 favorite levels I love going to, and that's Emerald Coast and Speed Highway.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's everybody's favorite.
I mean, yes, they are, because when they polled people for what levels they want from every Sonic game up to the point of Generations released, the 2 most popular choices from Sonic Adventure 1 was Speed Highway and then Emerald Coast. Both got added the Generations. Speed Highway for the HD versions, and then Emerald Coast for 3DS. So it was like a lot of people's fan favorites. It was the top 2 picks for Generations. I like what they did with both of those levels for Generations. They were both pretty solid levels. I wish I could say the same thing for SA2 though, because Radical Highway in 3DS was not great. It had a lot of issues.
No,
it was
wasn't.
probably the worst level in that whole version.
Honestly, a level I like in this game that I find myself replaying a lot is Lost World.
Yeah, it's a pretty good level. I like that one a lot too.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing.
I like Lost World a lot because it's just, I don't know, something about that world, that level was really good.
Yeah.
What's up, Knuckles?
Because it predated the name to Lost World.
Yeah.
Something bugging you?
It sounds like a strange parkour game
No time for games, Sonic.
with weird DLC from Yoshi and Zelda.
Oh God.
What? Let's just see you take him. Huh.
Knuckles' feet are going through the floor. That's a little
What the
awkward.
heck, Knuckles?
Oh no. Oh no. Give it. Oh no.
Give it! Oh no. Yes, indeed. Oh, that's new.
Oh no.
There was a punch sound effect when they collided. I guess the Dreamcast version had a punch sound, but every other version didn't. I'm used to that cutscene being silent.
Oh. Like taking candy from a baby.
Lost World's alright, suck at beating it. It has a pretty big learning curve with the parkour system, so I don't blame you for having an issue.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get good at that kind of thing, which makes it kind of difficult to play at first. If there's a version I recommend people nowadays, it's hard to say because the PC version is probably better because they lowered the animal requirements for beating it. I think you only needed 1,600 compared to like the Wii U's, I think 5,000. There was a bigger gap. But the Wii U version also has the Zelda DLC where you can get like 100 animals and then die in a certain section and just rinse and repeat it. And you can get the animal requirement in like 5 minutes. It all depends. Do you like grinding? Wii U's fine. Do you hate grinding? PC version, lower requirement.
The Wii U was lowered in a patch. Oh,
It's still
okay.
not as good as the PC version of what I've seen. Like the PC is still miles easier to get the animals.
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
I think the original was like, the original patch of the game was really weird in a way, and yeah, had a higher animal count for that. Remember, the original patch, when you collected 100 rings, didn't do anything. They had the patch in that to give you a life. After you only had the patch in a life system in their own game.
It's like, that's been a staple since ever.
Yeah, the first game. And they screwed up that bad. Had to patch that out. I can't believe it. To be fair, same thing happened years later with Forces. They had to patch out a Supersonic issue. Great. We're just going downhill with each game, aren't we?
What?
Yeah, they were originally going to charge people for Supersonic with Forces. People got so upset that they made it free. Yeah, the worst part about it, that was on this DLC. Day one, people modded the game on PC and found Supersonic files in the game code, and they were easily able to unlock them. So they were going to charge people for something that was already in the game. It was pretty bad. Should I really buy the HD version or stick with GameCube? It depends on your preference. I'd say if you... Like, this game is dirt cheap on PC, so if you want access to the mods, you want to try them out, I say go for it. Because there's some cool things. There's even a randomizer now for this, and I think you need the PC version to play it. So it's like, if you want to explore the mods, but if you don't care about that, you're fine sticking with GameCube. Because if you're going to play the PC version, play it with mods. Do not play vanilla. The vanilla experience on PC is pretty bad. Because there's a lot more glitches, more audio issues, more visual bugs. So if you're playing this, you gotta play with mods. Alright, that was a fun fight. Can't wait to do that 2 more times.
Gosh. Tails and Knuckles.
Yep. No better with either one of them. It's technically the hardest with Sonic because you can't stand still in the water, otherwise you sink. So the Air 2 can just kind of avoid that by flying. So for them, it's even more tedious.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier.
It's such a masterpiece, it looks like someone smeared it with Vaseline.
Power of chaos.
The Egg Fleet.
Yeah, this was the precursor to Egg Fleet. Just one ship. And then Heroes, he gets a whole army. I don't know where his money comes from, but I would like to have some of that. He keeps on finding more money to use for more stuff.
Hey, we can't let him get away. Let's
Well,
go to our workshop and we'll take the
According
plane
to the
out.
lore, it's taxpayer money.
Yeah.
You guys go.
The taxpayers are trying to murder Sonic. Stop paying your taxes.
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on, let's get going.
Hey, Knuckles. Can I please talk and not spin dash?
What's the matter? What are you waiting for? What's the matter?
I like how your head
What are
just
you waiting
snaps when
for?
you're talking. Let me see if I can get a better camera. Let me see.
What's the matter?
Yeah, there you go.
What are you waiting for?
Looks like he's breaking his neck to look at Knuckles. Alright, there we go.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Ooh. I was like, what's with that animation? Those wheels aren't even moving, Tails. How's that plane moving forward?
Sonic, hop in.
So another thing I should mention about the Dreamcast version in particular is that I don't know if this was a bug or just a weird design choice they had at the time, but Sonic's model when you're on the back of the tornado is his 3D model from Sonic 3D Blast, I think. Or no, Sonic Jam on the Sega Saturn. That's what it was.
Really?
Yeah, it's not actually
my
the Dreamcast model. It's actually a Sega Saturn model.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
DX fixes this. A little weird. So we're gonna get to see a really primitive Sonic here. Yeah, also Celtic is right here. Originally there was supposed to be a boss in this stage, so that's still in the game's files, and I think it's even easier to unlock that boss in the PC version because of the modding scene. They're still here, they're still in the game's code, so if you know how to unlock those files for that hidden boss, you can get it to show up in this section. And it's like this big dragon thing that chases Sonic. You can't do anything to it, but you can technically restore the fight into the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty interesting for that reason. It doesn't really matter what I do here, because next time we play this for an actual emblem requirement, then I'm going to have to worry about score. This first time is just live. To be fair, I don't even think the score mission for this is really that bad.
No, I don't think so either.
We only have to do it once, luckily, because both Sonic and Tails play through this section for both the Sky Chase 1 and 2, but we only have to do the mission again, one time each, because it counts for both Sonic and Tails. Thankfully. Imagine if they made you do this twice for just that emblem. So you'd be playing this a total of like 8 times. Instead, we just have to play it 6. Not that much better. Oh, what's with this camera? Oh, oh, I don't like it. Get away from that.
Oh gosh.
Every time I got close to that ship, it inverted.
We did it!
Way to go!
Yeah, look at Sonic's model here. He even has a creepy smile.
God.
Some of that I know is also because of the mod itself restoring the original Sega Saturn model here, but it looks goofy. And now it's about the Dreamcast. This cutscene also never made any sense. Nice, by the way. Because when we get hit, Sonic's like, yeah! Oh! Like, you're excited to be hit? Oh no, I'm falling, so I'm gonna jog in the air.
Tails? Tails! You're not who I'm looking for.
Yeah, okay, so I was right about the slot machine thing. This is a cutscene in the original Dreamcast version where the model's eye kind of went inside of his head, but they fixed it for the Dreamcast conversion. Which is probably for the better. If you want to be honest, that was kind of a creepy thing with the original.
Sonic, wait up!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna break the fourth wall here. You guys can't see this, but I just got an achievement right now for unlocking Amy Rose. The cutscene's not over yet. The game hasn't told me I unlocked her.
Listen, this birdie seems
So I'm gonna say, if you like easy achievements, half of them you get just from playing Sonic's story. Because half of them are just unlock X character.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Yeah, see, now I unlock Amy. Come on, Steam.
No trains are currently in service.
Also, I just remember the annoying thing about this section is we need to go out from the way we came. We can't just go through the shortcut in the train station to get to Twinkle Park.
Oh yeah,
weird.
that's right.
Luckily, we're playing on a version that loads instantly. If that was Dreamcast, it would have took like 5 seconds to get here. Because of all loading. Or probably like 5 seconds each. Close to the 10.
You know, probably the most annoying missions are honestly without, besides Big, we'll exclude Big. Amy's is probably the worst, mainly because of the timer on her missions.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. It's not strict, it's just weird. You can still see Amy in there.
Oh man!
Yeah.
It's always like, wait, and just she's standing there. It's like, well, I'm waiting. What do you want me to do? And look at that lighting here. Oh, wow.
Oh gosh.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It doesn't make Sonic look as plasticky as he looks in DX. Dreamcast anime may have looked more flat.
HD made him look more plasticky too.
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing. DX made him look more plasticky, and then the HD ports of the DX version made him look like a plastic cylinder.
Yeah.
Like, it was super shiny. Yeah, this is also 3D Blast music, too. This is a really good remix from 3D Blast. Sonic agrees with all those woohoos. I don't know what version it is I've played. I don't know if it was like the PC version at one point, the PS3, or the GameCube version, but I remember one time I played this level, and I think it was with one of the loops, I clipped through and died. So let's hope that doesn't happen here. Okay, we're safe.
Gosh, I remember these missions too. Later missions? Holy crap, I hate them.
Now you think of the kart racer for each one of the characters, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I could just stand here if I want to. I don't know why I would. Man, I forgot how much rumble's here. I'm playing with a game controller, so this rumble's extreme. So much shaking in my hands. When I made people, I made nervous and scared by just doing that shortcut. Because that is a very scary shortcut. You can't see what you're doing because of the camera. Speaking of not being able to see what you're doing. Thank you, camera. Gonna hit this checkpoint for safety.
Yeah, you don't want to die.
Well, if the camera gets stuck on a wall, I'm probably going to. And that was Twinkle Park. There's so many skips you can do here just by jumping.
Yeah.
It's so fun to speed through. One of my favorite levels actually to replay for that reason. Well, at least this portion. Because the kart riding section, not much you can do about that.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
And we should save Amy, but this Twinkle Circuit looked very appealing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I was side questing a little bit here. She'll be fine. Just got
Are you
bird.
gonna do all of these now for this?
Well, I don't know if I can, because I have to do like one with each character.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do at least this one for now. Oh, I also forgot these cart sections. If you press, like, say for game controls L and R, you actually get a little bit of like a drift. I forgot all about that. Because some bank turns you kind of have to do that with. Because some of these turns are stupidly sharp like that one. And I hate where that 10 ring is placed. How are you supposed to get that reliably? Because you have to make a stupid sharp turn, which slows you down immensely. Also, I love this remix of It Doesn't Matter. It's so good. Sonic also agrees.
Sonic, why do you need a racing car? You already go blinding speed.
And that's why Team Sonic Racing did okay. Not as good as the other one, I don't think. Well, I don't know how it did in terms of sales. I heard that it's not as liked as Transform, but that's because Transform was different. Team Sonic Racing was average.
I heard Team Sonic Racing wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't transformed, yeah.
Yeah, because like the team gimmick I heard was a really fun thing to play with, but if you didn't play with the team gimmick on, it felt like every other kart racer, so it didn't feel different enough. That's what I pretty much heard. And that's a problem when a month later Crash Team Racing's remake came out, so it had some steep competition, and it just didn't really meet that same bar. Oh, that's some small icons. Alright, so some things may not scale that great with these mods, but it's fine. We know we can read this continue and quit, right?
Twinkle Park.
Okay, that was a weird camera.
Everything's a weird camera with this damn game.
Yeah, everything likes to stick to the camera. Walls, cars, Eggman robots, you name it. Invisible walls.
I'm sorry. No. What did you say? You said Eggman's robots, right?
Exactly. Because that's how you pronounce it, right? That's the official pronunciation.
There's Amber, you probably don't understand that, but in Sonic Heroes, there's a line Tails says, and it's grammatically incorrect. He says, "Look at all those Eggman's robots."
Oh God.
And we're in Speed Highway.
Oh, I barely missed that.
Yeah, like Kira says, look at all them Eggman's robots. All those Eggman's robots, I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. I pushed off. I'm gonna do it one more time, then we can just run through it proper. That attempt didn't count. Should probably just hit the booster. Get that slope jump. I mean, I got rewarded for exploring up here, because if you go up these buildings you can't think you can climb. There was a 1-up on each side.
I didn't know there was a 1-up on each side there.
Yeah, they reward you for exploring like this. It's pretty cool.
He was right, Celtics. He was just grammatically wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm grammatically wrong, but it's a Sonic reference. Hey, we did it. Now let's not die. Hey, we did it. Worth. Swag strats. Next time we play it, I believe is with the ring requirements. I'll just play through normally for that attempt. I think that little squeaking sound when you kill those guys, I think that's removed for the HD version of Sonic Metrics. I remember that in GameCube, but I don't remember hearing that when I played it PS3 years ago. I say there's one version I can't recommend at all. It's PS3. Like 100% avoid that with the plague. Like of all the versions, it has some of the worst graphics. It has all the same bugs as all the HD versions. It has some very weird quirks that are exclusive to that. You're better off with any other version. Like literally any other version. Even Dreamcast is better than that version in regard.
That, you know, as you say that, that's funny because that's the one I actually 100% was.
Yeah. I tried to, and then I just like fell out of doing that at the time. I guess I'm glad I did, because now I can play this version and do the same thing. I mean, it's perfectly playable. That's a nice thing. So it doesn't have like game-breaking bugs. But I remember I clipped through more things in that version than any other.
Yeah.
So it's not technically sound, that's for sure. Hang on, I'll figure out where I'm at in a second. I think. Oh, there we are.
There we are.
Yeah, you can get to those pillars with tails as well. And I think that's how they intended you to find those 1-ups. But they put them there as well as Sonic, and you're not supposed to be able to get there as Sonic. So they could have easily removed those capsules, but they didn't. Which still rewards the player for being exploitive. That's what I like about that stuff. Also, I forgot, I have to go over here, through the hotel, to go back to the casino, just to watch a cutscene. Just open up the stupid train station.
Oh man, where can she be?
No.
I mean, it's open after this cutscene, so what's wrong with you guys? You don't want my business?
No.
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Now, I like the context for this next part here, because just think about it. I need to cut off that robot at the Mystic Ruins, so instead of running over there as fast as possible, I'm just gonna take the nightly train. Yeah, she'll be fine. I need a break.
Hey there, bull brain! You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya!
I believe there's actually a glitch in this cutscene with the DX version actually this time around. Amy's model, I believe, whenever she's picked up from this robot, gets reverted back to the Dreamcast model by mistake.
Hey, what's happening here?
I think they forgot to code this one specific portion of her model to be the newer one. We don't notice that because we're playing with the Dreamcast models. And I think there's a mod to fix that. Just like everything. Global warming, there's a mod to fix that. It's called Turn On Ice Cap Zone.
Turn on Ice Cap Zone.
Shoot! I've lost her again!
Yeah, Sonic had plenty of time to bash Zero's head at that point. I think he was just still waking up from his nap from the train.
Sonic just ran the track. I mean, technically, Sonic is faster than what he's depicted in this game, so he has no excuse. He was just too slow.
With this, you can
How do you
navigate a
feel,
light
Sonic?
speed
You were
attack.
too slow.
It's not possible. According to him.
I mean, that was a joke actually. One of the Cell versus matches from DBZ or Bridge. He had a crisis there at the end when Cell was outspeeding him. And that's why he just ran away scared. Zero must be a slow robot Sonic to the train. Yeah. Effective at grabbing Amy, not good at speed. This level's very red in the Dreamcast version. It actually looks like a volcano. Compared to GameCube, it kind of just looked like a mountain. Just standard mountain, no volcano.
Yeah. Zero is kind of a slow-ass robot because, I mean, Amy outspeeds him and Amy's slow.
Yeah, that's really saying something.
I mean, she's not in Heroes because she's a speed character, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's way faster in every other game. She's basically a pink Sonic in every other game. Basically has the same speed. Like, she was one of the better characters for multiplayer, I believe, in SA2 as well.
Yes, I do. I like this level too. Red Mountain's really good level too.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Well, Lester, I beat Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Well, there you go. Now to play it 2 more times. Because
Now I
apparently
gotta
not
play,
true.
no. Play it through 3 times. I gotta play it through 3 times.
Oh, crap. Yeah, because the DLC kind of makes you play through 1 more.
No. There's 4 paths. There's not 3, there's 4 in the main game. The DLC is just a separate side story.
Oh, Matt, you can cancel all your pre-orders for the rest of the year. Sounds like you're busy enough. With just 1 game.
Well, I'm gonna take a break from the game now that I've beaten it once.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to.
You don't want to tire yourself out.
I don't want to tire myself out of this game. I really like this game, to be honest. One of my favorite on Switch now, that's for sure. Yeah, I just finished the Golden Deer route. So I think I'm gonna play Blue Lions next.
Can this mountain please fall? Thank you.
How dare you ask that, Lester?
You know, one thing I'm glad they got rid of after this game was the stupid random ring boxes that have a chance to give you 1 ring.
Yeah,
Why?
that was so stupid.
That was such a waste. You're just like, oh man, I can't wait to get the 20 or maybe even the 40 and it won. I feel ripped off.
Yeah, not bad.
Especially when you're feeling bad if they put like 3 in a row right next to each other and you get 1 ring on each one of them. Guilty. Got multiple 1s in a row. That gorilla is stuck inside that capsule. I feel bad for that gorilla.
Hey, Sonic!
Oh, there's a couple of gorillas in there. I think our friend Jared would be happy because he hates gorillas. According to our stupid race we did years ago. So I remember one level we pretty much just said that for like a couple of minutes. Like, I hate these gorillas.
Roger!
Yeah, they're tiny little gorillas. Mini gorillas. Mini Harambes. How about that? Mini dicks out for Mini Harambe? I don't know how this goes. How do you mean, fellow kids?
How do you mean, fellow kids? Man, that Harambe beam is 2016 meme.
Yeah, that's an old one.
That is 4 years old, Lester. Man.
Yep.
Time flies.
Yep. It felt weird when I was looking, because I actually remember when I announced today I was doing this series. That 7 years ago, I remember in my Let's Play this game, I said maybe one day I revisit this as a live stream thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong, it just took 7 years. Didn't predict the timetable. Hey, at least I'm not doing it with that crappy Logitech headset mic anymore. I'd be bleeding everyone's ears out right now. How loud that thing was. Yeah, better late than never? Question mark? Please cancel the series. No more Sonic. Play Mario instead. To be fair, years ago I promised maybe I'll come back for just mission mode. Here I am doing something even crazier. I wouldn't predict in 7 years I'd become even more stupid.
So far, so good.
Don't say that, Lester.
What you're doing?
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now. Whoa.
Man, my hands just look like oven mitts. There's not even a line for a finger there. It's just mitt. You know, I want to see him like redesign the model for the Sonic movie again, which is this model. That'd be the stupidest movie. You can't take any scene seriously. It's like, where's his fingers?
Yeah.
Also, remember years ago, like what, over a year ago at this point, actually, something like that, when the original poster shot came out and everyone's like, this movie's doomed, it's gonna do terrible? About that.
Yeah.
About that. Apparently now it's done much better than Detective Pikachu in box office, over like, what, 68 million?
Yeah, like 68 million. It's currently the #1 highest grossing video adaptation movie ever released.
Yeah, it broke records already.
Well, I think the thing is, though, is just like, that's because Paramount did something that a lot of other studios wouldn't have ever done. That was listen to freaking criticism.
Yep.
And, you know, I personally said, you know, when the first Abomination came out, I was like, okay, alright. This is gonna be not very good. I said Sonic doesn't really need any more bad publicity at this point.
Yeah.
I love Sonic to death. I hate that he has so much bad publicity in his name, because all the games kind of make him a laughing stock in the gaming industry now.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sonic Mania was really good. Don't get me wrong. But then Forces came out, and then back in the toilet again.
Yeah.
But when I saw that first trailer, and granted, I was still on the side because, I don't know, I'm a fan of Sonic. I was still gone to see the movie anyways, even if they kept the old design. But man, they really made Sonic look like a damn gremlin.
Yeah, the original design was really weird and not great.
I'm just so glad that they listened to the fans and realized, hey, this is not what they want. They want what they know. And they went back and fixed it. Because honestly, that was honestly for the movie's benefit only. Because it made people talk about it.
Yeah.
Way more than it would have ever gotten more publicity about it. Because the Sonic movie would have came and gone, and we would never have heard from it again after that.
Yeah, pretty much. It would just existed like most other video game movies.
Yeah.
Get a load of this.
Get a load of this.
Oh no.
I mean,
Eggman, press the button. I'm scared.
I'm gonna quote the movie a little bit. You just now said that. There was a quote from Sonic the Hedgehog's movie where Eggman is just sitting there and says, "The time for talk is over. Time to push buttons."
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
And that's like one of my favorite lines of the movie.
The only way you can get to me is through the sky deck. I doubt if you can figure this one out.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Bring it on.
Oh man, we have to figure out where the sky deck is. I wonder where it's at.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
Found it. Eggman, please hide your stuff better.
Yeah, hide your stuff better.
They even have to try.
Sky
Just
deck.
walk forward.
Oh lordy, sky deck. This one's fun to play on A mission. I had to replay this like several times.
Yeah, this one for A mission is pretty rough because so many things can easily kill you here. And each time you die, your timer, I believe, stays the same. It's hard to remember. Where's this again? Oh, really weird spot. Okay. See, I would think maybe the edge. No. Maybe in, like, the center dot. No. In between them. Okay. This level is stupid easy when you're playing as Tails, because all the hazards here you never have to worry about. Because you can just fly. Well, climbing ladders in this game is painful. It's so slow. Unless you're Big. For some reason, Big has the fastest climbing speed when he has the slowest walking speed in the whole game. It's a weird balancing act for him. Because he like, climbs like 1 or 2 ladders in his whole story. But why did he have the fastest climbing speed?
Strong winds will blow you off course. When your ship increases speed, hang on to something.
Okay, why did I just hear Eggman's voice? Okay. I didn't know he talks in this level.
I didn't know he talked in this level either.
I heard something from Eggman. Alright, point left. Come on. Shoot over here. Yeah, there it is. Not on me! Well, I did what I asked. What does this count as? Death, okay. I was wondering, because I got killed the same time I triggered the next section of level. Would it count as moving on, or would it just reset? Unfortunately, it's a reset. That would have been something, though. Oh, you jerk. Get over here. Oh, that's right. The weird angling this level has makes these jumps a lot harder. I could just do that instead and say screw the rest of the level. This one, ooh. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Alright, good. I did it.
You did it. Alright, good.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh.
I'm still fine. I'm still on it. That skips a good chunk of this level because you have to climb all the way around this like slow climbing section and walk all the way up here. But instead you can just fall there.
Yes. Yeah, not bad.
Hi Tails, fancy meeting you here.
Is that it?
It might be. But let's check out the bridge.
Now the only way out right now is with this thing. Conveniently left on.
Thanks, Eggman.
Do this to
so
yourself.
hard.
too late.
Not the birdie!
Not the birdie.
Eggman, give that bird back, otherwise I'm going to give you the bird.
Chaos Emerald! No way!
Be gone, all of you! This is all I really need. Gamma!
What is
Here
your
comes Gamma.
Robotnik?
You're gonna get an achievement here.
Yeah, after I kill him, though. How is he doing that? He doesn't have his booster yet. You can't float without your booster, Gamma.
Show them what you've got.
Canonically, story-wise, he's supposed to have his booster by now. But,
Yeah.
we don't have him unlocked, so he doesn't have it yet. To be fair, you can unlock this guy early, before this fight. You just have to do it from Amy's side.
Yeah.
But I don't find any reason to have that. And now he has his booster. This inconsistencies. Yeah, I don't find any reason to like ever quit out of a story once you start it. I feel like just play through from start to finish.
Yeah,
Otherwise it gets a little weird. Story-wise, this game is weird already because every story is happening at the same time. So you see a lot of the same stuff multiple times. That's why you fight certain bosses all the time.
That's just the thing with the adventure games had. That when you play multiple route games, that's gonna run into that trope. Here, prime example: Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yep.
Right here, they have the same chapter 3 in all 3 routes, I think, because all 3 parties will meet up at one point.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to see the same cutscene over and over and over again.
Like, the one game that did it best in the series was Sonic Adventure 2, but that's because it had 2 stories. So it wasn't as bad with the overlapping.
Sonic 06 was like the worst of it, though.
Yeah, it had like full sections replay itself 3 times. At least in this game, they felt different each time because dialogue was changed. Maybe even presentation-wise, they're saying things slightly different in terms of their tone. But in 06, it was the exact same video 3 times.
Yeah.
Also, Amy's dress there, it has so much detail. Let me see if I can, like, get... Nope, I can just see Sonic's head. Can I, like, look on the side view? Yeah, you can kind of see it with that. There's a lot of, like, extra blocks on her dress in general. It's, like, more detailed than the DX model.
Jeez.
A lot more detailed.
Yeah, see, like Kira says, chapters 1 through 11 are the same regardless of what house you are. Chapter 12 and onward.
I mean, that's annoying, but I know also other games in the series did that too. I think like Fire Emblem Fates did that as well, from what I've heard. And they had separate games.
Yeah.
So that's saying something. Because I know they did change things a little bit, but like certain areas I think were played out very similarly. Like I think the first 6 chapters were like that.
At least it isn't as bad as like Fire Emblem 7, the first one that we got here in America. You could either play as one story as Elliewood's story, and one of those stories Hector's story. It's literally the same story. Minus,
so
like
what's
2
the
extra,
point?
Minus 2 extra chapters in like Hector's story. 2 or 3 more extra chapters in Hector's story. That's literally it. It has nothing. They're all practically one and the same.
So again, what was the point?
Hector's quote-unquote hard mode, yeah. Hector was quote-unquote the hard mode version of it. But it's just... If you want to talk about something that's just completely stupid, yeah, that was stupid.
Not again. Chaos. Could this be the same?
Alright, find Chaos 6.
Oh yes.
Whereas when you're playing as Big, this is the easiest boss fight in history.
Yeah, you blink and that fight's done.
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail.
You won't get away with it.
Yeah, I like how in this cutscene Sonic promises to help Big, but he just murders it, basically. He kills Froggy, if you think about it, because he freezes Chaos, which already is a bad thing for a frog to be in ice, but then it shatters Chaos when you defeat him. So in a sense. If Froggy wasn't in a perfect crystal there from that ice and never got touched, he's dead. So we're not really helping much.
Yeah. We don't get to see 2, 3, or 5, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of just skip over those forms. Now, an easy thing about this fight is due to light speed attack, you do double damage. And conveniently for me, look what's right here. So he's gonna die in just a second.
You know, one thing I really wish that if they do ever remake this game, we do see forms 2, 3, 5.
That would be nice, yeah, because
I know.
I think we get like a glimpse of Chaos 2 in terms of like the form. You never fight it, but the other 2 forms, 3 and 5, we never see.
Which one is the one that Knuckles fights that's only in his story?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because he gets no, we do fight Chaos 2. Because he gets another Chaos Summon from Eggman. That's the fight that you get with Knuckles. That's after we got Chaos 1.
Okay.
So we do fight Chaos 2, just not 3 and 5.
Sonic, why'd you jump off?
And why do we have to see that 3 times? It's so dramatic.
I hate Eggman. Where's the...
I hate Eggman. No, you don't, Sonic. If Eggman wasn't here, you wouldn't have anything to do. You'd be bored.
Pretty much. No Eggman, no life.
Exactly.
All I would have is chili dogs. I'd be really fat.
And gassy.
Well, that explains where all the speed's coming from. Fart
It's
propulsion.
flatulence. It's flatulence. That's what his source of speed comes from.
I wonder if that little light's telling me to play a different game. This is leading me to Lost World. But I sold my Wii U. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, that's right. You do get... Big is like the last character you unlock, isn't it?
Yeah, Big is technically the last one. From Sonic's story, at least. Now, wouldn't it be something, like, if the modding scene could do this, this would be hilarious. When you go into Lost World for the first time, it just loads up Sonic Lost World if it's in your Steam library. That'd be something.
I like Lost World, though. I like this level.
Yeah, it's a fun level. Oh boy. Yeah, just reset now. The weird thing about this game's reset system is that it actually sends you back to your last checkpoint you hit, and it doesn't reset the level, which is kind of weird and confusing. But it does save you time if you're like me, and you die, and you just want to get back to your action. You just reset. That was a really weird quirk with this game. They fixed it for later games. They never did that again. But for some reason in this one, yeah, reset just resets your state. It's like you died. That's it. I believe there's also a mod to fix that. I believe there is a mod out there where reset is actually just resetting the whole level, which is what it's technically supposed to be. I don't know why they decided to just reset by checkpoint. It's even more confusing when you get to a later section, like this one coming up. Like, once we go through that door, it's a new section of the level, which counts as a checkpoint. And they put a checkpoint like 5 steps in. So it's a little redundant.
Yeah.
Like right now, that's a checkpoint, and here's another one. Well, I just had 2 checkpoints in the span of 1 second. Mario Maker fans are crying for restart from checkpoint. Yeah, especially if you're playing like a Kaizo level. Especially since the game's checkpoint system is already kind of weird enough, depending on the level you're playing. Because some levels' checkpoints are really bad, and you would really want to have a chance to just reset to the checkpoint without dying.
Use the mirror to help guide you.
Like how that little beam of light saying, use the mirror. It's like, mirror? What's a mirror? Look, I'm already at the end of this section.
What is a mirror? If any of you guys are planning on getting Animal Crossing New Horizons, which I know a lot of people are,
Yeah.
might I give you guys a good word of advice. Especially if you plan on getting the amiibo, go get them now. They're like $2.
Well, they're gonna go up in price once the game comes out, because then there'll be more demand.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell you right now, because it's just like you're gonna be saving yourself a lot of money right now if you go get them. Animal Crossing. Those are the ones that are literally on rack all the time.
Yeah.
So get them while they're cheap, and they go up in price. Before they go up in price, I meant to say.
Yeah, because that's the problem with amiibos. Once a game comes out that actually utilizes them, then they're more sought after, which makes them way more expensive. Like, they're already expensive now for some, but then other games have it worse. Right now is a good time for Animal Crossing, how cheap those things are anyways. No one wants them right now. But in a month they will.
Yeah. I'm actually not planning on getting Animal Crossing. I know a lot of people that probably are watching the stream. I am, and Amber's big fan of the series, so she's wanting to get it, so we're gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, because, hot take, I think, at least personally, Animal Crossing's boring. But what I've seen is a very boring game.
That's fine, that's your opinion. It's
I don't want to be friends with you no more.
No, it's fact. Get out if you don't believe me. My opinion is facts. You casual gamer. Get mad.
Oh, don't get me started on that shit yesterday. Oh, no.
Whoa, what's this?
Master, why?
A mural.
Oh, gosh. Talk about that hot take of all hot takes.
It's not even a hot take, it's just the direction of that comment made from Ninja was just... People understood what he's trying to say, but his direction of trying to say it was abysmal. So it's not a good take.
Did you see the video he did?
I didn't know he made a video on it. That's probably making it worse.
Let me go find it, and I will link it in this chat.
Where am I?
I'll go find it. There's a video that made the whole thing a lot worse than it is.
I'm not surprised, because that guy digs himself deeper holes when he talks. This is not the first time he's been in the limelight for negative comments.
I was just saying about the Animal Crossing thing in case people did care about it. I was just saying, it's probably the best time to get it now before it goes up in price.
Yeah, I know, like, right now the Isabelle amiibo's kind of up there in price because of Smash. So if you don't care for the amiibo for Animal Crossing, just getting it for Smash is kind of annoying, too. Because both amiibo for Isabelle are the easiest to find.
I must stop this now.
Did a child just moan? What was that? Oh, there goes Sonic. Just pop out of existence. Nope, now he's back. Widescreen.
What is going on?
Oh, it's gonna get worse later. Because I think there's one cutscene that plays an FMV that has a in-game model in it. And I think the in-game model can fly out of the boundaries of the cutscene.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, so it's gonna get weird later.
Eggman.
There's a video he flat out called. He tried in the video itself.
What's he doing here? Oh, never mind.
He got really upset because somebody literally just said it's just a game, dude. He got like really upset to the point where he's just saying, he's saying you wouldn't tell LeBron James or who else did he say? LeBron James or Tom Brady that it's just a game when they lose the championship, blah 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 blah, and all this other stuff. And he basically said, if you say this, you're a horrible person, and you're just lazy.
Yeah, okay, now that really doesn't help. He has to stop talking. Again, his first comment,
right there,
people kind of saw what he tried to say in a good way, and then as soon as he makes that video, it just throws that whole out the window.
No, discredit him.
Yep.
Entirely.
100%.
He just wants to induce rage-inducing crap. Wants to make it so people get so angry at video games. It's like, look, I get it. When you're really, when you're in the competitive nature, you get really passionate. But that doesn't mean that you have the right to go on primal instincts and start getting angry and start destroying things and start hurting people. It just that no one has the right to that.
Oh yeah, I mean the problem with Ninja, he let his fame go to his head the second he got his following. So he is in that mindset of like his opinion's right, everyone else is wrong kind of thing. Everyone should act like him. And it really shows when he makes comments like that. It is disgusting. You don't tell people to get upset because you lost the game. That's not how you build confidence as a competitive player. That's just how you make people pissed off.
For real.
If you want to be a better competitive player, you take your losses to heart, sure, but not by raging. You learn from your mistakes. Be sad about it. It's actually okay to be depressed about it, but don't get angry about it because it won't make you a better player. They'll just take you out of the game even more. Just focus on being a better player and just practice more. You need that humility. You can't just rage because then you get none of that.
And the thing that bothers me is like, dude, you're playing Fortnite. You're playing a free game. You are by far, you have no reason to call people casual when you yourself are casual. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just calling out a casual crowd is never a good idea, because that's when you upset everyone. Because the competitive players even get upset when you hear that kind of stuff. It's like, now you're just making us look bad, dude.
You are playing a game that is literally targeted for children. Okay. But we only want to make video games all this serious business, bro.
Watch this. Watch this.
Take video games
Sun in the
seriously.
elevator. I love falling down there without the elevator, because you fall and die, but you bring the elevator back. Continue.
Well, okay, I found the video. Copy link to tweet. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put it in the chat. This is the video in question.
Like, he knew he had to make a statement about that whole thing, because news sites are blowing him out of proportion, and then he blew himself out of proportion, so, maybe next time let the news sites do it for you.
I think this happened before he made the tweet.
If that's the case, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Ow! Oh, this is gonna be bad. Correct me. Ah, I missed it. Mainly rocket. I think the secret pad gives you more rings, so worth it.
I think I might play Astral Chain next.
What the heck's the stinking exit? Oh, I want I'm thinking this one's a ladder. Whoops. Yeah, I gotta get back to that game at some point myself. I've been wanting to play, I just never had the time. Hey look, Sonic Head. Can we light speed dash it? We can light speed attack it. Nope, that's all you get. Handful of rings, you're done. Get out. Come back with Gamma. Yeah, I hear really good things about Astral Chain since it's come out. People really like it. Okay. What was that? Was I trying to light speed the rings above the pipe, but I got stuck inside of it? What was that crap? And now I'm light speed attacking these guys, but they're nowhere near me.
Heck?
Yeah, so light speed anything in this game is super busted. It's not great. Alright, I'm gonna sit here for like, I don't know how long that takes, like 2 minutes. Hopefully maybe 1. But yeah, this platform up here, it eventually comes down, but it's so slow. I want to actually go up there to see what's actually up there. I think it's like an extra life or two or something like that.
That's another game I need to play too, because a lot of people recommend that game. Your Automata.
Yeah.
I-
Do me a favor real quick. That link that you just put in the chat, can you also post it to me on the Discord? Because I can't load that up
Yes,
on my
sir.
phone now. I don't want to
The
play
hell?
that audio on stream.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Here you
I can just pull it up on my phone.
Let's advertise Ninja, why don't we?
Better get going.
go. Like, you'll listen to it, you're just like, whoa, dude, come on, seriously?
Yeah. Jeez, calling people horrible human beings and lazy because you say it's just a game is one of the most disgusting takes I've heard in my whole life. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I don't know why that guy's continuing to speak. Why does he have English?
I don't know.
This thing's still not here yet. How is it bad at the time? This is the slowest moving platform in history. Look at that speed. Man, this is not worth getting this stuff. I just want to show it off. The worst part is, I don't know if I can reach those ladders before this platform moves again. So I may have to wait another couple seconds. Yeah, I gotta wait a little bit, because I can't reach those. And if I miss, I believe I'm gonna be able to reach this thing. And they're jerks about it, because they put spike balls up there, too. So it's a one-shot thing at that point. If you get hit, just leave. It's not worth trying again. This stupid thing won't even move. Come on. Is it moving? Oh, it's moving. We're moving.
Kira, I get
Welcome
that
back, Kira.
same thing that happened. I get that same problem because my dad's workout room is literally right outside our apartment. So sometimes we'll hear just music playing. I was just like, is that my radio going off? I was like, no, that's just my dad listening to music.
Yeah, I get that. Whenever I do my workouts, I always have my music or videos playing through headphones just because it's easier. It's easier for me to hear and I don't disturb others. Oh, damn it. We're leaving. Was that worth it? No.
No.
I think there's like a life or two up there. I can't believe I missed the jump. I wasted so much. Oh, damn it. I can't believe I died next to the literal ending because I slipped.
How dare you, Lester?
Alright, I gotta get ragey now because this is... Oh man, I'm mad. Don't tell me it's just a game. I'm going to murder you.
Oh my god.
These hot takes.
Yes.
And see, I died just because I missed this. At least this game doesn't have a ranking system like SA2. Then I would have been more mad. It's just a game. Where's the ban button? You can't tell me that. I'm mad.
Yes, just a game, bro. Yes, I have a death wish. Oh yeah, I did notice that too. In the direct, Isabel had a glass of whiskey next to her.
Yeah, I know that.
I guess she's legal to drink.
I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell? And people start drawing that.
Oh, of course. Any chance they get to draw more stuff, they take it.
Okay, maybe it wasn't whiskey, but it could have been tea. But still.
Probably was. There's no Nintendo, they don't like doing stuff that's risque in their games like that, especially if they're rated E. One thing if it's a mature game, but E? Nah. No, they don't like doing anything risque.
Get a load of this.
Wasn't Platinum Game is supposed to make an announcement today for their Platinum 4 thing?
I have no idea.
See if you can make
You just gave me a horrible idea. Oh no.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
Man, those actually sound like laser shots instead of like cannonball shots from DX. They're more explosive sounding in DX. Well, if Animal Crossing is rated M or maybe Rockstar. Well, people keep on drawing Isabelle with Doom, guys, so
Crossover with
yeah, it kind of works.
Yeah, they've been doing crossover with Doom a lot, so surprise.
Get a load of this.
Oh my gosh, the internet going slow for you? It's going a little slow for me.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
Have you gotten a load of this yet?
Get a load of this.
How about
Yeah,
that?
hello.
It's no use. Give
It's
up.
the same day, by the way, Kira.
Yeah. Originally it wasn't supposed to be, but with Doom's delay, it put it right on time with Animal Crossing. Because originally Animal Crossing was the one that got pushed back to March 1st. But then Doom later got the same push.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. It's no use. Give up.
All systems full power.
Yeah, it's about ready to do that here in a second. It's going to destroy the other side here.
All systems
There it goes.
full power.
It's no use. That wasn't until like another, like, what, 8 years?
Yeah. Well, he won't keep getting away with it.
No way, he jumped on the top. I can't believe this. Eggman's so easily amused in this game.
Ah, he's not gonna get away.
Who was his voice actor? It was
This was Dean Bristow, I believe.
Dean Bristow, that's his name.
He passed away shortly
like-
after, I think, his Sonic Advance 3 appearance.
Watch
I remember SA2 was like the last like main line Sonic game main voice.
No,
to
Heroes.
him. Oh, Heroes, that's right, I forgot.
Yeah, because that was afterwards, and that was like 2003, I believe.
Hey,
3 or
I'll
4.
play with you some other time.
Actually, when was that again? When was Sonic Heroes released? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was so borderline, so I was right with 2003. By 2 days. December 30th, 2003. Wow, talk about cutting it close on that date. Yeah, Mike Pollock wasn't until Shadow for the games. Because he was voicing Eggman in Sonic X for a little while at that point. And then that's when Sega decided, you know what, let's go with the 4Kids actors, because that'll save us money. It was a rough time for the voice actors for a few years. They didn't get the hang of the roles until near the end of their time with the character. Kinda sad. Like, some of the best voice delivery stuff from Sonic was like Unleashed and Black Knight, and that was the last time that Jason Griffith even got to voice the character. So that's one story. Another 5 to go, and then that's all the stories until the final one. And that won't even be like a fifth of the game, because we still have a crap ton of emblems. Yay, we made a dent! A decent dent.
Only what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more playthroughs to go?
Well, that's not counting all the extra ones for the emblems. Because you're technically replaying every level 2 extra times. Strap in for the long one, people. It's gonna be long.
His Borderlands Stray video is called Borderlands Stray Made Me Wee Wee.
Made me wee wee.
I'm gonna say, I think this is Caddy we're talking about, because I recognize it from the title.
Caddy.
Yeah, that's a Caddy
Yeah.
video.
I married Marianne, Kira, at the end of the game. I don't know. She was one of my favorite characters in the game.
Now, I know a lot of people actually prefer the SA2 version of It Doesn't Matter, but I think the SA1 version is so much better. I love both songs, but just the version from SA1 I just really love. This is so good.
I like this version of the song too.
Yeah, look at that right there. You see that thing? We'll be doing that later.
Oh
Look
gosh.
forward to it. As a sneak peek.
Says, guess who I married in my 2 playthroughs? Based on previous conversation we had, I'm gonna say Mercedes. I want to see if I'm right on this. Based on what conversations we had in chat. Nope.
Oh, you're wrong.
Okay, I was wrong. Damn it. I was based on conversations we had last time. I was like, I think he married Mercedes because he said you can't. He has to recruit Mercedes every playthrough.
It was a trick question because you chose to stay single.
It was a trick question all along. Oh,
Carrie, you're hitting too close to home with that one. I like how right in this picture, Sonic looks like he's sitting on the back of the roller coaster and on the seat, which looks very uncomfortable and very unsafe. One sharp turn, he's just gonna fall out of the roller coaster.
yeah. And the funny thing is, Kira too, Claude ended up marrying Ingrid, and Ignatz ended up marrying Hilda, and I think Raphael ended up marrying Lysithia in my playthrough. Because I was watching that, I was like, oh gosh, I was expecting those two to get like I got a bunch of A ranks with a bunch of characters, but I didn't think that those pairings would happen. Like, okay. This is the longest story, though.
Oh yeah.
I think this.
Like this one
Tales
takes like an hour to about 2 hours, depending if you skip cutscenes. But then, like, counting if you skip cutscenes for, say, Tails story, you can beat that in 15 minutes. With cutscenes, it's like half an hour. Like, at this point, stories go down dramatically in their time. I think the next longest one of those points are Knuckles or Gamma. I think Knuckles slightly because his levels are a little bit longer. But Gamma has a lot more story.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely not going to take as long to go through stories at this point, but it makes sense.
No.
This was the one to introduce everything with the game. So it introduces every single character to you that you're going to be playing as. Oh man, remember that logo? When they actually put the Sonic Team head into a spiral? Man, now it's just basic. Like every logo. And enjoy your... I don't know what that is. I mean, sparkling water, because you probably don't drink. Enjoy that.
Water. Yeah.
Enjoy that, because you got a while before you have to do anything else, Sonic.